something that Pete and I talk about all the time. But
scenes, and then Dreams on Theater remains. There'll be a piece going there later this year. We'll talk about that.
Environmentally sealed and protected. So that's going to be really, really good. The bus tour is still going to exist. It's actually going to be very, very popular. So the behind the scenes.
The bus is positioned this way, and we will see her treasure columns and just anywhere she can have an audience. And songs that I had wrote, and we're really driving that point home.
Well, Jerry gets the rest of this stuff. The area that we're in.
It's going to be a really fun and interesting room, I think. So we'll pass on to I think the room.
No, okay.
And to hear some of those artifacts that
And so we spent a lot of time talking with Steve Summers.
And connect her different parts of her life story in the wardrobe that
Across the street by West. Yeah.
And you know, the long-term view of that, you hear me talk about just this ride taking 2 years to re-engineer and making sure it happens.
Which is what we're here for, is to provide a great ride experience.
And me talking about the back and forth that he and I always have. He's a coaster enthusiast, a coaster geek, and
For coasters, and the opportunity is for the ride is exactly the same.
lift will actually carry you over the top of the hill at 13 miles an hour. The same exact.
Folks are doing it on their phone anyway, and so it makes sense to make that transition. But
For easy access for restrooms.
big projects that we show you. Last year we showed you Big Bear Mountain and Parks on Lodge and Resort, so big projects. But that doesn't mean that's all we're doing. You can hear sounds right now all throughout the park.
And it's just really an exciting next evolution because, as Eugene said, the goal is.
I'm so lonesome without your love. I go insane. Those memories of you still haunt me every night when I lay down. I'll always love you, my little darling, until the day they lay me down.
Well, I know our Chasing Rainbows Museum has been a really fabulous experience for many of the guests that are traditionally coming to Dollywood. But if you look at how we did the Chasing Rainbows Museum, it was more of a timeline museum filled with artifacts about Dolly Parton's life, but a very static experience. The really big difference that we wanted to do in the new Songteller Museum experience is to liven it up exactly like Dolly Parton is, because there's nothing static about her. And I know that the multi-digital experience that'll be in the Songteller experience will blow people away. It's really going to immerse them in the Dolly Parton life story. And so we're moving away from the launch system to a high-speed chain lift. We're investing $4 million on this switch out for this year. And I guess the big wowing factor, it's going to take our uptime from 63% in a year to close to 99%. And what that means is 1 million more people are going to get a chance to ride Lightning Rod. And honestly, that's what we owe our guests. We owe our guests the consistency of being able to count on all of the rides and attractions that they pay for when they come here. And I'll be really excited to open that ride back up in mid-March of 2024. And when your boss is Dolly Parton, you probably realize that you better be pretty darn good with entertainment. And I know that the guests that visit here have become accustomed to the really strong entertainment program that we have here. We're investing more money than we ever have, $1 million of improvements into our sound equipment for our new shows. And one of my favorite ones is one that's going to be housed in the Celebrity Theater, and it's called From the Heart. So it's a production show telling the life and story of Dolly Parton. It's actually being produced by a New York Broadway producer. And I know that John is going to be doing a fantastic job of getting our entertainers ready to go for that show. And I know that everyone will probably look back and remember the Trio album. That was one of Dolly Parton's early collaborations with Linda Ronstadt, and it was very popular when it was launched. And we're having a new production show in the Show Street Palace Theater, just inside the front gate, where the talent group, Three Times a Lady, they're actually from Nashville, Tennessee. They're here to pay tribute and in our new show, The Trio.